Hello everybody and welcome to the next season of Sagevivor. We are doing our 9th season here and I cannot wait to show it off to you guys. The whole theme of this season is blood versus water. So we're bringing 10 contestants back who have played Sagevivor before. Some of our legends, some people looking for redemption, some people looking to maybe be a 2-time winner. We have those people coming and they all brought one person with them who they care about the most, whether it's a best friend, whether it's their husband, whether it's their girlfriend, whether it's their sister, maybe just somebody they met on the street because they really wanted to play again. I'm not sure, but everybody brought at least somebody to be their blood representation. And so we have 2 tribes, the blood tribe, which is going to be the 10 returnees, and then the water tribe, which is the 10 newbies who were brought back. So there's lots of cross-contamination here and people working. How are these players going to navigate having their partner in the game? How are they going to dominate the season if they can, or are they going to get their torches snuffed early because of their actions or their partner's actions? Who will know? You're all going to find out here soon in the season. I just want to take a special shout out to Beach Wizard, we call him Devin, for editing this season. Thank you so much for doing this. His editing skills are top notch. He edited last season as well, and you guys can see the difference between my editing and his editing. He's a bad bitch. So shout out to you, Devin. Thank you for doing this, and we are very happy that you are part of the Sagevivor team. We're going to get into all the happy fun times here in a minute, and we're going to start talking Sagevivor and get into the game. But before we do that, I want to take a quick second to acknowledge something as well as deliver the news for everybody. Sorry, my camera. The head of production, Christy, of the creative team, she's the head of the creative team in our production team. She does a great job. She does so much for us in this whole thing and has been here since season 1. She had a big life event happen over the end of filming this season, and right now I just got home from this event as we are editing. Unfortunately, Brandon Bingley, who is her husband, has passed away on November 1st. He's a wonderful man, and that is how everybody should know him as. He was super funny, super just charismatic. They just got married in July. So it's a huge loss. It's a tragic loss for Christy, and as part of the Sagevivor family and everybody that loves her and is a part of this community, I just wanted to acknowledge that and let you guys know. And additionally, please don't be blowing up Christy's phone. This just happened. And what I would like is if you'd like to send condolences and you would like to say something to Christy or send your love, do it in the comments down below. We've already talked about it, her and I, ahead of time. And what that kind of allows is when she is emotionally ready for that, they'll all be condensed in one place for her where she can read them. And so you guys do that. I'm also going to be working with her hopefully soon on some kind of GoFundMe. It was a tragedy. It was a freak thing. It came out of nowhere. So more info on that. I don't have anything like that for now, but I just wanted to let you guys know. And this entire season, this entire episode, as silly as it is, because he was such a great guy, he's bigger than this 100%, but it will be dedicated to Brandon. And so in loving memory of Brandon, here's season 9.
Like, I will flip on the fucking bets. I do not give a shit.
A wild ride right out of the gate.
People can grasp onto that, they'll trust you, and they will...
I can see us going at it, but, you know, we'll see.
Bears on the sand. Tide rolling in. Choose your hand.
Holy shit, okay.
Blood in the water. Pick your partner. 2 names, 1 torch. Who's going farther? Says bad, chant gets louder. If you can't swim with your blood, get out of the water. Blood in the water. Waves hit harder. Oh God, new spark tribe, get smarter. Says bad, raise that fire. If you can't swim with your blood, get out of the water. Pairs up, lines in the shore. Vet with a rookie, do you teach or score? Handshake tight, but the current shift. Trust like a raft, can it hold that drift? Whispers at dust, plans by the pit. Notes in the palm, who's counterfeit? Idle in the tide where the moon runs harder. Red don't rip, well there's blood in the water. Blood in the water. Blood in the water. Pick your partner. 2 names, 1 torch. Who's going farther? Says by bad chant gets louder. If you can't swim with your blood, get out of the water. Blood in the water. Waves hit harder. Oh God, new spark tribe, get smarter. Says by bad, raise that fire. If you can't swim with your blood, get out of the water.
Hello, everyone. Um, yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Um, yeah, honestly, I don't really know what to say here. But oh, I'm hoping for the best so far. I kind of slept through everything as usual. But it was the first night, so could be questionable. But as long as I can just click with people, then I'll be fine. Um, yeah, I know like a few people from All Stars. And Dirk, obviously. Me and Dirk had played a season together after. We played Sebastian's season, actually. Um, we ran the whole game, and then he dropped me before final two, and then lost. And then said he regretted it and should have taken me to lose to me instead. So, hopefully I can do that with him again. Outside of that, I really don't know. But me and Gary have a lot of history. Usually good. Me and Dirk too. Nicole I've met before. Wrath and whoever the other one was. I think Ethan. We were in All Stars together. So, hoping for the best.
All right, episode 1 confessional. It's been a wild ride right out of the gate. I guess that's to be expected with a bunch of returnees, but so they had the auction challenge as normal, as usual, where there's a certain amount of items and we have a certain amount of money, and whoever spends the least is immune between the two tribes. And our tribe spent all of it in less than 60 seconds. So people were like ready to type and send their bids. I didn't do that, and I feel kind of stupid. And then like I feel like me telling people I got nothing, they probably don't believe me. But I guess some of them believe me because they were the people that got stuff. I know Katie got immunity. I mean, everybody knows that. Wrath got immunity. Really want to know who got the idol piece. Sarah said that she bought it and didn't get it. Like that she was ready to do it immediately and couldn't get it.
Alright, hello Sagevivor. It is cast reveal / marooning day. We just did a cast reveal, and I'm stoked. I got so lucky. I literally thought like I was gonna get screwed and it was gonna be like this person, because I just know like Sage's sick sadistic humor. Like I was so convincing myself that it would be somebody from my season that I did not want to see, because I was actually thinking about it and reflecting on it just like now, looking in my confessional, and I have like Jules and Rob and Liv all reacting to stuff, and I was like, man, like I had some of the best people I met in Sagevivor that I played Discords with, like at Discords, orgs with. And then I had some of the worst people I've ever played orgs with in that same season. So it was really a crapshoot who would be like showing up besides me from my season into this game, and I was really, really nervous about it. But to see that it's Sarah, Queen Sarah, like, thank you.
Sagevivor Season 9, Blood in the Water. It is the 21st of September, 11:43 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is right after challenge results. But let me talk about the elephant in the room that I totally have not mentioned at all. At all. Why is there a goddamn literal child on the cast?
Hi Sagevivor, it is me, Dylan. I don't really have much to say on what happened this episode. Really glad we won the challenge. But if I had to say my thoughts on my tribe, I really hope me and Becca and also Caudle could maybe be good allies. Other than that, I really don't have much to say, so I will see you all later. Bye-bye.
If I did not have a partner, I would have quit as soon as the cast reveal, like, dropped. I'm straight up for real. I don't want to play with kids. I don't understand why a 30-year-old brought a 16-year-old that she met in an online game to come play with her. I think it's fucking weird.
I was totally planning on buying something, but I didn't realize it had to be that quick. So I've been getting along with a good chunk of the tribe. Very close with Sarah. She's my number one. Although I do worry / think that she might be closer with Katie. A bridge we might just have to cross later. Katie, I could tell, is already being looked at as a big threat. So, I mean, if she gets taken out, that's not me or Sarah.
But yeah, I am like beyond stoked. Except I also like realized like I forgot a bunch of things in my little video intro. Like I just like started talking about high school and didn't like say I was a teacher. So now I just seem like a creep. That's cute. I'm doing great. No, but a couple of first reactions. So like obviously very stoked about Sarah. And it fits perfectly with the type of game I know I need to play, which is cutthroat. Like, Sarah is gonna disown me if I start getting weak on her. And if I have any shot of, like, working with her, like, you gotta be cutthroat. I would say other words, but I'm with children in the car. I'm excited about some people in my tribe that I've never met. I know Dirk from... I've met him during like a category game, and he's played with my husband. My husband also knows a bunch of people I'm playing with, so hopefully I can use that as like, hey, you know, my husband knows you, and use that. So I'm kind of also glad I'm not playing with my husband, who was originally gonna partner with, because like I don't need him being more social than me. But no, I'm excited. I really got good vibes from Ethan, just like off the bat. I love that he like first off that he has a dog named Pippin, and I'm hoping that he named his dog Pippin after the musical, because then we'll have something to talk about. But I also liked his little reference to the 24 carats gold to Labubu.
Total side note, holy shit, that musical theme for the season pops off. Holy shit, I was like not expecting that. Oh my god. Hats off to Lake. Is that who made it, composed it? Holy shit, okay. Queen, king, noble, whatever. Also, this is such a petty thing to say, and I don't know why I'm saying it, but I guess that's just the what I'm bringing this season. But Austin's little intro video, like, okay, honey, either drop the filter or, I don't know, like, just have it be a black screen, because, like, you that insecure about how you have to look, you have to use such a heavy filter to cover yourself, like, okay, I don't know, Queen, it's giving insecure, wanting to be hot, but isn't. I'm so sorry. I mean, that's coming from me, but, like, still, at least I can admit it.
What is going on? It is your favorite filtered twink, Austin Apple, back at it again. What is poppin', all my fans? I know by a couple episodes in, I'll have so many of you. It's crazy YouTube vibe. I can't wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm excited to see, where this season's gonna go. Some things I'm not excited for is that there's a 16-year-old on the other tribe. Like, I was like, thought we were 21 plus. This is my son back here, by the way. So you can say hi. He's hiding. He's 10. So when I think 16, that's 6 years older than my son. Like, I don't want to play with a 16-year-old. So, I believe that's Nicole's partner. I just need that to go.
Woohoo! Newbies for the win. Newbie players. Yay!
I don't want to play with a 16-year-old, so that's somebody I'm not going to want to play with. I know that. Besides that, I'm pretty open to playing with anyone. I'll be interested to see how Carter does. Like, Carter's intro was, like, short. He's not a big, like, we were in a whole alliance, and he barely... We talked once right before, like, a major vote on BC, and it was very, very quiet. So he's not, like, the most talkative of people, but he is a comp beast, like I said, and he's very strategic. So I'll be interested to see how he does in this format, where I feel like it does kind of require you to be a little more social.
Hello. So, I feel like it's not too surprising, but I'm not entirely sure what to say here. I mean, I'm very happy we're not at Tribal. Like, first boot is horrible. I've been it before, and it's not something I strive for, so I'm very glad we won, but I'm also annoyed that like people on our tribe took or spent money on things without telling everybody. Like I feel like that's something that I was trying to hammer home, that we should be honest about everything. Also, I'll probably have to cut the videos up since I don't have nitro, and I'm not entirely sure how long a video will last for without nitro. But anyways, I feel like people like Sal and Casey definitely took some stuff, which is why they're lower on my trust ranking scale than other people, because when they would say stuff or come online, the count would go down, which I thought was very interesting, and it could be me reading into something that's not there at all. But as a whole though, I do like most of the tribe. Austin's like, he's a bit awkward, but he's fun to talk to. I mean, I'm awkward too, if you can't tell by these videos. Dylan is, for being the youngest person on the cast, the only one under 18, I think. Dylan's definitely like integrated himself well in the tribe, which I think is good for him. Good. Nick, Julie, and Casey all kind of fall under, like, I like talking to them, but I want to get to know them more still as well. And then Casey's suffering because, like I said earlier, I think she took some of the things for the challenge. And then the last three, Melissa, Erica, and Sal, I want to get to talk to way more. I feel like I don't know them very well at all, so that's where my thought is for everybody.
And like, if I start playing with Sarah, I wonder how Sarah and Carter will get along, because like, yeah, I don't know, like, they're just very different type of players, you know. Sarah is the queen of the VC. I mean, I spent hours listening to her and Jules be on VC after I got voted out. I'm also really excited that it's Sarah out of all the people too, because I think it's like the best possibility, right? Because one of the things I was nervous about when I played another all-star game was people immediately like looking at my past game and assuming things of me, or assuming that I was in relationships, or blah 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 blah. And especially being like from the most recent season, people can easily have spectated my season and know how I play or know my game was. And the good news is Sarah and I didn't play together, so it's not like coming in, it's like if Jules was here, like they'd be immediately clocked as a duo, right? But like, Sarah voted me out. We didn't play together, we were on an original tribe together, so I think we can play off any kind of like alliance if we do decide to do an alliance. I'm already assuming we're going to. I mean, because here's the thing, like, post season we were very, very talkative. Like, I love that girl, she is so great. Like, she's gonna be sending me plants for my upcoming musical. Like, we tight. So I assume we'll play together. I mean, I know that's a bold assumption and maybe a stupid one, but I think we'll be playing this game together, which is exciting. And I think we can, like, people obviously were the only two from season 8, so people will like be like, oh, they might play together. But again, there's other people from other seasons that are playing together, and because we weren't strongly aligned in our previous season, I think we can fly under the radar a little bit.
And then, I mean, I guess the same thing could happen to Sarah. But I think Katie will be the bigger shield. She's pretty aggressive with what she wants to do, and she's got no time to fuck around, it seems, you know. I love Katie, but she's very upfront about what she wants to do and how she feels about people, and I think that will be, you know, it'll catch attention, which I usually catch attention, so it's always good to have other people that catch attention around, which Sarah agrees, and I'm sure Katie agrees. Haven't really had that specific talk, but I really do think Katie and Sarah might be a little closer. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Sarah promises me that we're number ones, says I just need to put on the Australian accent and I'll be her Jules from her season.
Hi everyone. Alright, here's a quick rundown of everything that's happened from my perspective since cast reveal, or marooning I should say. I had quite a bit of time to talk with everybody. I would say my closest people at this time, or who I feel are Austin, surprisingly Carter, because he was a little bit dry at first, but we've been able to get into some good conversations. And then I would say Nick as well. He has made it known that we vibe pretty well, and I reciprocated that to let him know that I do enjoy talking with him. And there are some people who I haven't been able to talk as much with, and I feel bad putting them at the bottom of my trust list, but it is what it is. I'm sure there's some great people. The first challenge was revealed as a auction challenge in Sagevivor fashion, of course. My immediate thought was they're going to be very greedy and they're going to buy everything, and it worked out. They did buy everything in a record-breaking time as well, so congrats to them for that, and thank you for letting us win. One thing that didn't go well for me though was I decided to be a little bit greedy myself, which is not me at all. Don't know why I did it, and decided to buy covered item 1, which is losing my vote for my first tribal council. So hopefully, I know it sounds bad, hopefully our first tribal council is early on in this org, just because I feel it's easier to slip under the radar if you lose your vote earlier on, because everyone's just going to dogpile onto one person. Oh, one other thing, I also lied. I knew how to check the money early on, but I will say when I did check the money, it was at 450, not 500, so that's before the sale happened. So I was thinking someone most likely bought that idol piece. No idea who, to be honest. I don't want to throw a name out there, but it might be Sal. I don't know. This is just my random thinking. I don't know why. That's my gut feeling. But I'm not as close to him, haven't talked game with him as much. So don't know where his head is at. And also I noticed after the flash sale, which was $10 when I bought my item, it went down to $430. So $430. Yeah, so two people, me, someone else. Did not mean to flick off the camera, my bad. Someone else bought something too. Don't know who it could be either. We'll just have to wait and see. Now they're at their first tribal council. Don't know who's gonna get voted out. Hopefully it's not my partner, of course. I'm pretty sure no one's wishing it's their partner, but we'll just have to wait and see.
All right, guys, it's episode 1 after the the marooning, and we come in. It's blood versus water, of course. We meet each other's partners. The cast is revealed. Looking at the cast, I was a little pessimistic because I see there's a lot of people that I've like blindsided or been in the season with before, so the chances of them working with me is very slim, or comparatively more slim. It's fine because like Ethan messages me out of all people, and Ethan's well-known is more apprehensive, and he actually like talks about working together, which is pretty nice. Same thing happens to like for Mason specifically. The tribe challenge comes out. Obviously it's going to be greed because it's like greed every other season, which is funny. And I bought immunity because I know people tend to buy stuff really quickly, so I was like, fuck it, why not, I'm just gonna go buy it. And I bought immunity. I was gonna tell people that like it was given to me or some other stupid shit like I've pulled before, and like swear on like nothing, basically that means nothing to me. But yeah, that changed because it seems like no one really gave a shit. So yeah, in that regards, it's a little bit different, but like, so the challenge comes by, obviously we lose because I bought things, the other people bought things, you have like negative $2,000, $700, whatever it is. So I'm like fucking tired and like sick right now, so I'm trying to go through this fast. But yeah, we go through it and then we lose, so we go to tribal, and people wanted to talk about like having Nicole go home. I'm not too enthused with Nicole going home, so I'm like talking to Nicole, and I was like, hey, maybe if you want to push someone, you probably push Mason, which, that's its own thing.
Okay, so I really hope y'all can hear me, because I'm in the car and it's raining. But yeah, I didn't start off too hot. I was a little inactive, I guess you could say. I am in another org right now, and my schedule tends to be busy sometimes. Like I went into work at 8 a.m. today and didn't get off until like an hour ago. But yeah, I got off of work and I heard Nicole's name thrown out for her inactivity. I don't know about some others, but I know for me, the first like day and a half, I didn't hear a single thing from her. So I mean, I don't know why people ended up throwing my name out too, because I heard from Spro that Wrath, Snowy, and Nicole were throwing out my name. Especially Wrath, because I confronted Snowy about it, saying that I heard they said my name, and Snowy said everybody has said Nicole's name except for Wrath. So yeah, they instantly throw Wrath under the bus, so I bring that right to Wrath. I haven't responded back to Wrath yet because he's currently messaging me. I just know that this is really my only time to talk turkey, you know. So I'm doing it now. The rest will be updated in my confessionals. But yeah, I'm a little nervous, especially since I'm a previous winner. I hope people don't take that into consideration here and be like, let's take out some big threat. I hope they want to keep me, at least as a shield, and I can prove my worth later on. That would be nice. That's at least one of the reasons why Spro is doing it. Also, I originally recruited Spro for Sagevivor last season, so I know her previously from when I played with Spro and Craigvivor. So we're pretty cool with each other. I mean, I know they're my number one in Craigvivor for like one round, and then they got blindsided, including me. I got blindsided too when they went. But it turns out they didn't trust me all that much, but that's okay. Definitely my number one here. Outside of that, I know Ryan really wants to keep me, and I've heard that Katie's definitely preferring Nicole to go too. I believe Ethan as well. I know I played with Ethan both times I've played here. I think he wants to keep me for now, at least, which is good.
Well, that's what's up. It's your boy Ryan coming to you live from the streets of Boston. I walked to the gym, and then I was VCing with Snowy, and then Ethan was like, let's VC, and so I VC'd with Ethan, and by the time that was over, I didn't want to go to the gym anymore, so I'm walking back. But hey, at least I'm getting my steps in. That's what's important. But yeah, so it seems like a pretty easy Nicole vote, which is sad, because I like Nicole. But I think the general consensus now is that Wrath is causing a lot of chaos. He pitched doing Mason because he has played with Nicole before and she's like loyal, which doesn't make sense for anyone to do. I don't know why that was his argument, but seems like he got like kind of shut down. But someone leaked to Mason that his name was out there, and then he started messaging Snowy saying, I know like you did this, and like I don't know. I think it's calmed down now. But multiple people have said to me now, if he didn't have that immunity, Wrath would be the vote, and I low-key agree with that, because he's doing a lot right now. But yeah, I am going to be voting Nicole, and hopefully that's a pretty unanimous vote, and we can just move on with our lives. And if we go to tribal again and he doesn't have that damn immunity, I don't know. I was almost like, let's Eric him and have him give individual immunity to Nicole and vote him. No, we can't do that. But yeah, I'll give trust rankings soon. And yeah. Love you guys. Thanks for being fans of Rye Bread. And if I get blindsided here, great fucking job by everybody. I'm pretty confident, but you never know with Sagevivor. So when I played, like I had no idea I was going home. I was completely blindsided. Granted, it was the first time I'd ever been voted out, so that sucked. But yeah, I will chat with you guys later. Bye.
And I go around asking people if they prefer like Mason or Nicole, because like we could swing either way. Like if they prefer Nicole, then they prefer Nicole. I'm obviously gonna want to keep someone around like Nicole, because me and Nicole had a past connection. But obviously people just didn't want to fall for that, or didn't want to go through with it, or at least they don't want to give me some sort of like early power, I guess. So they decided that they're like, oh, we're gonna vote Nicole, and then someone tells Mason that me and Snowy, because Snowy's like one of the few people that was okay with it, we're like planning to vote him, and then Snowy just throws me underneath the bus, so like fuck Snowy for that, which sucks, but that's how it is. So in the end, like we have to change our vote to Nicole. Snowy then tells Nicole that's my fault that she's going home, so that's pretty fun as well. But like that's where we're at in our positional life. So things are not looking too perfect. We're gonna have to vote Nicole here. Socially, I'm getting along well with Sarah and Katie, so I think that'll help me a little bit more, but I'm gonna have to work on my relationships a little bit more for the next episode. But that's about it. There's not too much to update you guys on, because I've been kind of like dead ass inactive because I've been so sick. Not inactive, but like sort of inactive, because I've spoken to everyone a decent bit, but I haven't really felt like I'm making those connections. But that's about it. Talk to you guys soon.
I don't want to play with kids. I don't like kids. I think they're disgusting. Literally, their sole purpose in life is to drain your fucking wallet and destroy your body and eat your fucking food. And it's so hard for me right now to focus on much else besides the fact that there is a fucking child in this game. And I feel like I owe Becca an apology. And I can't talk to Becca. Which is really... why is there a kid here? Why?
Firstly, I look like crap because it's after work and I haven't showered yet. But I want to chill, so I'm trying to get this over with because I'm not a fan of recording myself. But as the season goes on, it'll get better, right? Okay, so we're gonna do a trust ranking. But this is also like a confessional. Hopefully I'm doing this right. Let me know if I'm not doing it right and I will redo it because I have no clue what I'm doing. I've never done a Discord org like this. So, obviously Sarah is my number one. But you guys don't want to hear that. So, I probably won't trust anybody fully other than Sarah. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I never really trust anyone fully until like way later in the game. Obviously it's like day 2 or 3, so but for now I would say that Melissa is my number one.
All right, first video confessional of the season and thoughts on, I guess, really the people so far in my tribe. I know Erica from another game that we had played. She lives in my city. I haven't met her yet officially in real life, but she lives in Edmonton. And she's super hilarious when she's around, but she told me she's playing a bunch of other orgs, she said right now. So she's super busy and not around, well, not with me around as much. Hopefully, I voted her out of the last game we played, so hopefully there's no hard feeling. So hopefully no hard feelings, and because we have a relationship from before and she's super busy, maybe she'll want to ride with me a little bit and trust me and at least be with me for the first bit.
Hey besties, how are we feeling about this filter? I don't even know. I don't really have much to say to you guys in this video, mainly because everyone is kind of just laying low, not really talking game, at least to me anyways. I don't know if it's just because I've been busy working this weekend that people haven't been discussing game, or if it's just not being done at this point. I do know that people are a little bit worried because some of our money was spent in our tribal and we all agreed not to spend anything. We still won, thankfully, but we just think that it's a little bit odd that money was still being spent. So I think people are just trying to figure out where like the advantages went on our tribe, at the same time as like not making it seem like they're digging for it. So not really a lot of game talk is happening right now. I think that won't happen until we actually lose or like more deeper into the game. But right now, I think everyone's just trying to have conversations, be personal, make people laugh, whatever. I know that's my style of gameplay. I genuinely just like to be myself, ease into it, and if you like me, you'll tell me, and then we'll ease into that game talk, because I'm a strategic queen. I'm not just going to go up to you and tell you my whole game. Like, I feel like when you have an actual personal vibe with someone, people can grasp onto that, they'll trust you, and they will open up about more personal things, and then it'll lead to game. And I feel like that's more genuine than just meeting someone and 5 minutes in, you being like, let's get an alliance, let's this, let's that. Like, I think everyone knows that's a big load of bullshit. And I like to make all my connections genuine and pure. That way they actually last and not temporary few rounds and then they want to get me out because we don't really have a bond built. So that's what I'm kind of doing in this game at the moment. We will see how things go. But I'm really vibing with a lot of people right now. And I think people are vibing with me. And I think if we were to lose, I would be good. But never be comfortable in Survivor. And I'll see you guys at the next episode. Bye.
I've seen Austin Apple around, but I've never met him or played with him, but we have lots of mutual acquaintances. He's played with my bestie who voted him out a few times, but he also played with her sister who apparently he loves, and they rode together. So we have some mutual acquaintances, which we've been chatting and bonding about, and he's super funny. I very much enjoy, and he seems to enjoy me too, so that's good. Love Becca. Becca's amazing. I can see Becca being my girl in this game, my person in this game, especially, well, on this tribe for sure. Love Becca. Nick is amazing, super, super cool. Everybody else was kind of, yeah. I don't even know everybody's name. I don't even know everybody's name. Some conversations, sometimes I wonder why people play. I mean, I don't know. Some conversations are just really hard to like, I can't always be dragging conversations out, so it's hard. Sal in the beginning, Sal told me my original video was strange. Way to give me a complex, Sal. Like, fuck you, Sal. But, so I was like, no good with Sal. And he hardly talked. Like, he said that to me and then, like, borderline ghosted. Like, he was hardly around. I'm like, oh my God, Sal, we're like the two oldies here. I'm technically the oldest. Fuck. But can we not? Where the parents were older, can we not? But anyway, he's come around. So we've been chatting a bit this evening. So that's changed, like, literally in the last hour for me, in my opinion. And Sal, he shot up a bit. And everybody else is kind of mad. I don't... Who are their names? Uli's cool. Andrew's all right. Casey's really great, actually. Sometimes I forget about Casey because she works a lot, but when we do talk, she's super sweet, super cute. Like her. I'm probably forgetting people, so I'll do trust rankings and write them, and then I won't forget them, but they'll probably be at the bottom if I don't remember who the hell they are. Thoughts on the auction? Hilarious. I figured people were bid. I'm an idiot and I didn't bid. I totally should have bid on like the shard, or I'm not about the covered items. My luck is shit. And if anybody knows me, my luck is garbage. So covered items, no bueno for me. But I should have bid on the shard. Like, I should have came out the gate and bid on the shard immediately, really. I'm hoping maybe Austin or someone did, at least that I'm good with, and they haven't told me yet, which is okay, and I'm cool. Have your secrets, I don't care, but I'm hoping it's someone that I end up being good with. The other tribe, busting out all their money in the first 60 seconds, hilarious. Fuck, I hope Dirk got something good. Like, please don't let him go tonight. I know he was bidden, so let's hope he bid on something good and didn't get a disadvantage, and hopefully is safe tonight at least.
She just seems like the easiest to talk to, which could be a red flag, because is she like that with everybody? But also, like, I don't know. I just I like her. She was the first to gossip with me, so that's like the weight of my heart, obviously. She told me that she likes Nick and Austin, who are also my two favorite people.
What up, Sagevivor? Nick here with my episode 1 video confessional. I'm super excited to be doing this. So the season started officially, which is awesome. It's been really fun getting to know everyone, but I want to get into the nitty gritty here. Okay, so we start the season. We're divided in tribes based off returnees and newbies, which I pretty much was expecting. I feel like most of the time in, these orgs, they'll split it up to where it's like the returnees are all together and they kind of have their storylines, and then the newbies are all together, and it gives us an opportunity to like make our own storylines and like yada yada yada, that sort of thing, right? So tribe division makes sense. I am concerned when I do see the tribe division, only because I'm like, okay, we're definitely going to be the weaker tribe. Like, we're all the new players, so we don't really know like what to expect. Some of us, it might be like our first or second org, so like we still don't really know what we're doing. And obviously the people who returned are also really good at the game, or good at challenges, or like big characters. Like, they're probably going to be better at most of this early game stuff than we are. So going into the first challenge, it was an auction. And basically we were able to bid on items, but whichever tribe spent more money would lose. So I was under the assumption that the returning players wouldn't bid on anything, which in retrospect is pretty stupid of me, considering, it might be their last chance and they probably have some unfinished business. So yeah, I was expecting us to lose because we ended up spending $120. But we ended up winning the challenge, which is awesome. I think it's a great start because we're definitely going to lose like some challenges going up. We're definitely the weaker tribe. I can't stress that enough. But I'm very happy that we're starting off on the right foot, especially because like I don't really know these people yet. I don't know what to expect. I don't know like who I can trust, who I can't trust. It's so early on, especially like we started on Saturday. So it's like we would have been doing tribal by Sunday night. Like, it's a weekend. Like I still like I need to get to know these people before I can make an informed decision. So I'm really happy that we won. I personally didn't spend any money on any of the items just because I feel like I don't have a reason to at this point. Mason definitely is like the type of player to like want advantages and like go all out and like be the center of attention. So like I'm perfectly fine being under the radar for now. I have no reason to put myself out there. Especially because I probably wouldn't be the first person voted off of this tribe. So yeah, that's kind of where I stand with that. There's like, okay, I'm gonna go into the Ethan of it all. Okay, so Ethan, there's a little bit of tea, I don't even know if it's like tea, drama, whatever you would call it, but basically Mason asked me to play this game like maybe a month before we started, maybe even a little bit more than that, honestly. And I was like, yeah, of course, like I would love to play. I'm not doing anything. Sounds like a great time. A couple weeks after that, I got a message from Ethan asking me to play a Blood vs. Water game on September 20th. I don't put 2 and 2 together that it's for the same game, so I tell Ethan that I'm busy and I can't play an org during then. So I didn't like lie to him necessarily, but I definitely wasn't like honest that I was playing an org. And I completely just did not put 2 and 2 together. And then the cast reveal comes and Ethan's here playing with like Dylan, who we'll get into that later, but I don't really trust Dylan that much. I feel like he's kind of on the bottom of our tribe. But it's a very weird dynamic there because like I told Ethan I couldn't play, and then I'm in the org, and then it's like I don't know if he cares. Like I don't care. I just like, I'm scared that he cares. So like, I'm like reactionary to it, if that makes sense. But that is kind of comical. So yeah, I basically like, I lied to someone pre-season, which is not a good start, but it's okay. We're going to go up from here.
So we kind of like, I feel like we might see things on the same way. I guess time will tell. As for my number 3 and 4, I'm really not sure who goes where, but it's Nick and Austin. Austin is probably the easiest person to talk to out of everybody, like even easier than Melissa. But there's something telling me that he's like that with everybody. So it kind of gives me a little bit more of a red flag than Melissa. And the fact that he told me he watched Sarah's season, which I know she got villain of this season. So I don't know what he's thinking of me. And I don't know how that would affect my game or who he's telling. Though he does say he like didn't really pay attention. You never know. Plus he had a friend and he could have like talked to that person who played that season and was like, who do I watch out for? Who knows? I know that's not allowed, but you never know in a game like this, right?
There's that. I'm really hoping that both Ethan and Mason can survive this first tribal, just because I do think those are two people I can work with. Obviously, Mason's my partner, but I do think those are two people I can work with when we come to a swap or like a merge or like anything like that. So yeah, we won the challenge. Everything seems chill. I do have some like, I'm a little bit like wary on a couple people if they have an advantage or if they maybe bought an item. Dylan was one because he changed his name right after our tribe, like the money for our tribe, because we can see like, so we started with 500, we can see as it goes down, and as soon as we went down the first time, Dylan changed his name in the server, which was very weird, and then he commented about it in the tribe chat, which was almost like doing damage control. So I'm wondering if like he bought an item and then like because he bought an item he had to like change his name or like do something like that, so there was like a public element. So I'm a little bit concerned there, but I don't know. I'm also a little less concerned about Casey because I do think Casey, same situation. They posted a screenshot with like the battery percent being 69%. I could see that being another thing where they're like, oh, like you have to do this as part of a punishment, though that's a little more obscure than the Dylan thing. And then there's a mystery third person. I mean, I don't know if Dylan and Casey did, they're just like my suspects. But I do know that we spent $120, which was 3 people buying items. So I have no idea who the third person was. I don't know, maybe Dylan bought 2 items. You know, he's a little bit younger, so you might see those like flash sales and be like, ooh, let me do this. So I don't really know. I trust Casey. I don't trust Dylan. There's honestly, like, there's not really that much going on. Like, I'm going to be completely honest. Like, we're the newbie tribe. We won episode 1. We don't have much to do at this point, realistically, which I'm fine with because I don't mind being under the radar. Like I said, I work the best under the shadows. I'm very good at, like, positioning and, like, strategic thinking. And it's hard to do that when you're out in front. So, like, by all means, let us fucking, you know, be under the radar. So, yeah. My number 1 person on this tribe currently is Carter. I really like Carter. I think he's probably, like, the only person I could see myself, like, actually being friends with, like, outside of this. Not, like, I don't like the other people, but, like, Carter and I have the same personality type. Like, the same type as, like, my other, like, Discord friends, or honestly, like, even in real life friends. Carter, I just get along with very well. I can relate to him, and I see myself a little bit in him. So he's definitely someone I want to work with. I also don't think he's, like, super, super top tier connected at this point. So I think he's someone that, like, depending how things go, I could make him, like, my person. And then potentially, I don't know how his duos, like, how that's working out, but that could be an alliance down the line. So I'm really excited to work with Carter. I also like Becca a lot. She was the first person I talked game with, and I feel like we like sort of think similarly on a strategic level. Words. But yeah, I really like Becca. We think pretty similarly strategically, so that's awesome.
Nick is easy to talk to. I feel like we're not fully on the same schedule, so we miss each other a lot, but I really like him. He's not always like, it doesn't flow as easy as it does with Austin and Melissa, but like I enjoy talking to him when he's online. He told me that he likes Casey and Carter, which I like Casey. Casey's my next person, number 5. So Casey and I have a lot in common, so it's kind of easy to talk. Like we both are kind of like low-key into K-pop. We're not like crazy stans or anything, but yeah, so we can talk a lot about just random shit. Sorry, Steph. But we are very much on the opposite schedule. Like she's
working at night or like working late, and then I'm going to sleep early, so it's kind of hard to find her. But when I do, we like our chats are good. Dylan is very chatty, and I've probably talked to him one of the most often out of everybody, but I can't get past the fact that he's a child. It just makes me kind of uncomfortable. Like, I don't really want to talk to children. But also the fact that he told me he's won orgs before makes me a little weary of him, because he might be like, oh, I'm just an innocent little child, and then like stab you in the back. Also big chance that he was buying shit yesterday, so because he was on like all day.
I think she's definitely someone I can work with here. She's, like I said, I feel like I could see her like being at the top of the tribe, depending how things shake out the next few days. So yeah, I have no issues with her. Next, I would probably rank Casey. Casey has been like on and off in terms of like activity, but like when we do talk, it's very like genuine. Kind of similar to Carter, like we're very like similar personality wise, so I could see myself working with Casey. Just need them to be on a little bit more, and then I'm a little bit sus. They may have an advantage, maybe not. I'm not quite sure. All right, next we have Austin and Melissa. These two have certainly been characters so far. Every time I am messaging Austin, a little bit Melissa too, but it's mainly Austin, I get a fucking whole ass paragraph essay of like every single thing. Like, I swear, like the man is fucking writing more in my DMs in one message than I do on some of my college grad school assignments. Like, I'm the type of person, I like small messages that like, and like just like doing a lot of them. Like, that's how I interact with people. That's how Carter and I text, and it's very natural to me. So when I get a big paragraph from Austin, I'm a little like thrown off, a little like, oh God, I have to read all this. But I do like Austin a lot. He's very nice. I can just definitely tell he's like a little different than me, like communication wise, which is fine. That's what this game is about, right? It's about like getting along with people that you normally wouldn't, or like, you know, new walks of life sort of thing. So I think ultimately it'll be fine. But I did think that was pretty funny. Melissa is like, she's very similar on that. And I actually clocked, I was like thinking to myself, I was like, okay, Melissa and Austin, like they're these two people who like type the same way. So like they're definitely going to be close. And then I kind of got confirmation on that because Austin was telling me a little bit like right before I recorded this actually, that him and Melissa were talking and they both like me and they want to work together. So I kind of see Austin and Melissa as like on the top of the tribe. And maybe I'm like a tier below, like maybe like third, fourth. I could definitely see Becca up there as well. I brought Becca up as someone I would want to work with to them, just because I think Becca's pretty connected. And I don't want to like expose me and Carter being close so early on. So yeah, that's a whole thing. Melissa is definitely giving like Facebook mom energy. Like, she gives that energy as well. She's like, I can tell, like, she's like big paragraphs. I'm like, whoa, girl, I'm not like that, but I like her. Yeah, she's fun so far. I definitely like, I worry like if we might not see eye to eye. Like, I could see it getting messy. I could see it getting a little bit toxic, because I'm a little like fierce little 22-year-old little white gay boy. So I could see us going at it, but you know, we'll see. So as of right now, I'm very happy to just let Austin and Melissa run the tribe if that's what they want to do. And I'll be just happy to agree with whatever, as long as it's not me or Carter, and just go from there. Because honestly, these vets are just gonna, once we swap, it's gonna more so matter the relationships on the vet side and how we like fit into that puzzle than like our own dynamics. So there's literally no reason for me to put any sort of a target on my back right now. So yeah, I would probably rank Melissa at 4 and Austin at 5. They're pretty interchangeable though. I'm not like super, like, yeah, they could go back and forth.
Also, two people that I think might have bought shit and, sorry, Steph, and are kind of interchangeable for my 7 and 8 are Carter and, is it Uli? Hopefully I'm saying that right. They're very similar. They were both very upset about the spending, which is why I think they were the ones who spent it, other than me. Uli told me that they've won orgs before, and I saw that their partner was a winner in the intro video. So I think they're definitely someone to watch for, which is kind of weird because he's kind of boring. Like, out of all the people here, I feel like I probably have so much in common with Uli. Like, I tried to open up the Pokemon connection, like video games, whatever, but he's just not giving me anything. And I feel like I'm good at talking to people, especially over text. And he's just fucking boring. He's so boring. I'm sorry, Uli, when you see this, like, I don't mean anything by it, but I'm like trying to talk to you and I cannot get anything out. And then 9 and 10. So 9, I put Erica, just because we're on the opposite schedule. Like, she's very borderline inactive. And she could also be 10. I don't really care, to be honest. The top like 3 or 4 rankings are like all that really matter. And 10, I put Sal, just because we're also like, he seems very busy and kind of inactive, but also like, I've tried so many times to talk to him and also giving me nothing.
I feel like even my notes I've been taking are kind of subpar because all I can think about is like, I'm in a game with a kid. And his idiot partner doesn't even fucking respond to people. Like, okay, so she talks to Dirk. She's close to Gary, who fucking sucks.
Hey guys, so I think I'm gonna do these in 2 parts. I don't know how long I will do that for, but I really don't want to make like an 8 or 10 minute video. I don't think anyone wants to sit there and listen to it. I sure don't. So, I mean, I can talk about the challenge, right now. Yeah. So the challenge was the whole money boxes thing that Sage loves to do. We ran out of money almost instantly. Last I checked, we were at negative $275, which I don't think I've ever seen anyone go negative. I also don't think they've really ever kept track after it went negative, to be honest. So, but yeah, we are a group of very messy people, apparently. Although I guess that makes sense because you got Wrath and then Ryan, and I don't know if Dirk has gotten villain awards, but I'll throw him in there. I'll throw Ethan in there. Like, that's half the group, right? That's half the group that's like very villain coded, and very willing to like kind of do things for their own gain. So also I heard, which I thought was kind of weird. We'll see how that plays out in a vote, because I'm like very positive we're going to tribal. There's no way. Usually like newbies in this don't spend, like, they're usually very cautious, so I expect them to not have burned through their money. That being said, Wrath told me that Katie got immunity from one of the boxes, and that he tried to get the shard and like the public immunity. He got roundabout way, he got the public immunity, apparently did not get the shard. Also, Ryan told me that Katie got it from the box, but Katie has not told me that she got anything or offered anything about what she did. So that's kind of weird. But also Ryan didn't hear that from Wrath, so I don't know what Katie is up to. Very excited to play with Katie. Because, yeah, but I think that she might be a little bit on the messy side as well. I really think the whole tribe is just an absolute hot mess of messy people.
Like, Gary fucking sucks. Okay, I don't understand how people can't talk. I come from a community where we talk strictly in text. And there are people who can't talk in text. That's fine, okay? We're on Discord. This is a whole new platform, right? We have access to video and voice. The problem is, he sucks with those. And I had so much hope that maybe in text form he would be better. And he fucking isn't.
Sarah could be, I mean, I know I'm kind of a disaster when it comes to making a mess, so, yeah, I got nothing out of this deal. I did try to go for something, but, I was, like, 18 minutes too late or something, I don't know. But, overall, I'd say, like, general vibe so far is pretty good. I mean, it's a very social group, obviously. I've played with a lot of these people before. Turns out I played at Traders with Mason like 2 years ago. So that was fun just seeing the DMs from that. But yeah, I couldn't tell you who we're going to vote out yet. Doesn't seem like we can vote Wrath or Katie, but I would want to vote them out anyways. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what we'll do. But I kinda want to go spend some more money and see if I can get the dollar amount to go lower for giggles. So we'll see. I don't know.
Okay, I need to focus. I'm so frustrating. So, Snowy, Nicole, and Wrath seem to be on the bottom of the tribe. I'm hoping we have a swap. Because I don't know if the voters would be there to flip the vote on someone else with all of the pre-existing connections. Like, I've been trying to map it all out. In a perfect world for me, I think what I would want is Nicole going home here. I think that there is a chance that she could go home here, but there are people who kind of want to protect her, even though she's not fucking here. Because, yes, let's drag people. Let's add that on top of it. Like, what benefit does she have as an ally to you? Seriously. Like, if someone is doing that, what benefit does she have for you except being a vote? And it's round one. I suspect we will be swapping. A lot of people think we'll swap soon. So you're going to drag her to get out other easier boots at this point? And you're going to be stuck, as if you don't have wiggle room. Like, it's round fucking one. Ryan has been using terminology like the actives, meaning me, Dirk, Katie. God damn it, I keep forgetting who's on my fucking tribe. Dirk, me, Katie. Oh, yeah. And Ryan. Him himself. I'm so stupid. I mean, literally, Gary and Ryan are together because they play, like, fantasy football with Bud, Katie's husband. Which is why they were kind of talking to her a lot, feeling me out that way. Like, I feel like I'm being kept at arm's length. And I literally, it's fine. I have dealt with the worst that returning player seasons have to offer. But I do have good talks with Dirk. Dirk, I think I might have him on my side. I wouldn't be surprised if he is in some alliances already. I am not in any.
I'm sure at her confessional she's saying, like, oh, nobody could ever be you, Jules. I've got him wrapped around my finger, but I'd like to play the game with her. She's fun to talk to, just like Katie. I remember watching her season that she doesn't like people venting. Not that she doesn't but she doesn't care for their personal problems, so I might have Katie more for that. So the vote has been looking like it's going to be Nicole, which sucks. I came into this season wanting to work with Nicole the most. Just friendliest face, somebody I recognize, but not everybody's connecting with her, and I mean, honestly, I think she'll give me her sage coin on the way out, so that's kind of cool.
Early on, Ethan and Dirk had mentioned that they liked each other, and it was almost kind of like back to back, almost like it was planned kind of thing. I think that there is something there.
Gary, for real, has to be the driest motherfucker I've ever met. He just straight up, I think, just doesn't like me. Just doesn't want to talk to me because it's like crazy how little I'm getting out of him. I'm just like really hope that he's doing that to everybody because I would love for him just being like a first boot. I'd be so fine with that. It's like trying to talk to him, trying to relate to him, and you know what he's giving me? He's giving me nothing. Zilch. Absolutely nothing. I'm asking him about this trip he's going on and where is he gonna be like staying. It's like, and he tells me where he's going, and it's like, oh my god, he's going to Disney World, and I'm just, which is fine. I love Disney World. Been there. I'm like, oh my god, if you need any help or any tips or recommendations, like let me know, or you just got any questions. And then he's just like, oh yeah, thanks, cool. And it's like, where are you staying on resort? Are you staying off resort? He's like, I'm staying on resort. I'm like, oh okay, what resort? And he says, I'm like, honey, could you say anything? Like, could you give me any bit of detail, please? Oh, okay. So going to this vote, I was like, how is it not going to be Nicole? Nicole just feels like it's going to be the answer. She's not giving that much information to anybody. She's not doing a whole lot of talking. So, how is it not going to be Nicole? But I really was like, really, people always play so boring, especially in the first round. And it's like, I'm never want to be the one who's pushing buttons. But maybe this is the time I do. Finally, it's. I would prefer it to be Wrath because of this reason. Wrath sent me a voice message, and he's like, yeah, so I want to work with you, Ethan, but here's my tier list of how I trust everybody right now and how active they are. It's Katie and Sarah at the top. I really like Katie and Sarah. And then after Katie and Sarah, it's kind of a toss up between you and Nicole and Mason. He was like, but if I had to put them in order, it'd be you, then Nicole, then Mason. He's like, then everybody else after that, I could vote them out right now. I don't care. And he's like, I'm kind of talking to Dirk and Ryan right now. He's like, but I could still vote them. And I'm like, honey, why are you? I'm like, why would you tell me I'm third on your told him third is still high, but also you're telling me you have two people in front of me. And also, and now I also hear there's Wrath is trying to gather information, see if he can get the votes onto Mason. I guess he's trying to say Snowy said Mason's name, and now Mason knows about us. Now Mason thinks that Snowy, Nicole, and Wrath are voting for him, and I'm like, I'm so fed up with Wrath's shit. I want this man gone, and honestly, I don't think it'd be that hard to this first round, especially with this drama that he's creating. I could easily get obviously Mason. Mason's not gonna be one on the chopping block. Then I feel like I have a really good relationship with Dirk. So that's 3. And then I heard that Gary, Snowy, and Ryan kind of are all wanting to work with me. So there's more. And I don't know if Katie and Sarah would really want to do that because I think they'd rather get Nicole because they don't want to work with Nicole's partner due to his age. And they feel uncomfortable, which I understand. So also a lot of people are probably thinking oh, do we really get out someone like Wrath over someone who's barely playing like Nicole? Personally, yes, because I don't like the drama's creating, and I know he's good at the game. He definitely bought shit from the auction, and it's so annoying. I'm so fed up with him being this mastermind controller, and it's I want to do something. I want to get someone out. I want to be the one pushing the vote this time. But if Nicole was just active this game, it would have been so much easier because then everybody would have to it wouldn't be so obvious who the most inactive person is. So my plan was to try and get people to get Wrath, and now it seems due to his own actions, maybe it potentially could happen. And so that's what I would love to do. I'm gonna do some more talking to people, see what I can gather, and go from there.
It's going to be a matter of who, I guess, has more sway on this. but I feel like Nicole is a pretty easy consensus boot. Wrath has public immunity, so he will not be going home. Katie got the hidden immunity. So for this challenge, Katie and I was planning to buy everything. And I told Becca pre-season, if this was a fucking challenge, I would buy everything. And I told her I didn't know if there would be disadvantages or anything. Obviously, there were. Actually, I think there's only going to be one. With the wording, it said a punishment. Dirk said in his season there was an auction that had a whisk away kind of thing, and it happened after the results. That did not happen here. The only other punishment that I can think of would be lose a vote, and that is the first thing that came to my mind when this challenge fucking dropped. Who has it? I don't fucking know. I don't think it's Snowy, because he was like passed the fuck out. I think Ryan possibly has something or got something. He had mentioned multiple times today to me, almost unprompted. He was like, I just thought returning players would have been smarter and not like lost. And I was like, I told Becca we would probably lose.
So here I am getting home, and all of a sudden, next thing I know, I'm in an alliance with me, Gary, Ryan, and Snowy. And I'm like, oh, okay, like nobody even mentioned this to me, but like I'm for it, so down. Kind of unexpected, especially after the history me and Gary have, but I'll take it. Hey, it's nice to know he's hopefully not targeting me. But I've talked to like almost everybody, and there's such a target on Wrath now after all this drama that he's causing with Mason. And I so wish we could vote him out, but unfortunately we can't. But I did tell everybody, well, not everybody, I told Ryan, Snowy, I'm gonna tell Dirk about how Wrath told me who his trust rankings are right now and how basically it's not any of those people, those three I just mentioned. So they should know they're at the bottom of his list. Because I don't want people to trust Wrath. I don't like Wrath. No, that's a lie. I'm fine with Wrath, but I think strategically right now he's blowing stuff up, and I don't know what he's doing. But I went around talking to everybody. Got a feeling on what's going on now. It's just going to be Nicole again. I don't know how many times I have to repeat myself and say this, but yep. I'm excited to see what will happen if we go to tribal again after this.
As soon as we marooned, Katie was really fast to come to me. And Katie was somebody, if I were hosting, I would have asked her to come. I think that she was kind of robbed. Obviously, I played a part in that. And she's lovely. I like her as a person. We have a lot in common. We just didn't work together. But we have talked post-season. I'm spectating the org that she is running with her husband, Rob, and Jason. Jason was another I would not have been upset about if he were here. Rob and Jules would have been great if they were here. Fuck y'all if you're watching this. She immediately, there wasn't any of the getting to know stuff. So, I mean, it's a returning player game. That doesn't exist. She opened our messages by sending that fucking gif of me. And I had her open and I was typing, "you bitch." And then the gif popped up and I was just like, I just deleted. And I was like, God damn it. And we just kind of like hashed it out. Not really hashed it out. It was like, she was like, okay, like, are we going to try to work together in this one? You know, since we tried last season. And I was like, I am down if you are, kind of thing. And she like immediately sent a bunch of information to me. She's the reason I knew Gary and Ryan were close. And then Ryan also admitted it later. So she and we planned to kind of split the auction or the challenge stuff, but we were both going to try for the idol piece to guarantee one of us getting the idol piece. So what happened for me, I had it typed out in my thing. And as soon as my PC's clock said like 11 o'clock or whatever, I clicked enter, but when it came through, it was like 10:59. So my clock is like, God, like 3 seconds faster or some shit than Discord. So I had to like copy it and do it again, and that caused me to be slightly late. But she got the idol piece. So I was going to buy 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7. And she bought 4, 3, and 6. And she got all of hers. So she got the public idol piece. I'm sorry. God damn it. She got the public idol piece. Yes, that was right. She got some underwear, and she got hidden immunity. I got fucking nothing. I like Dirk. I like Ryan. It's the Gary of it all. I understand that they have some sort of friendship, but like Gary's dog shit to talk to. And normally in this situation, I would try to like do a voice note, or maybe try to invite for a voice chat or something, like, because there has to be some kind of medium that you're good at talking in. But the man sucks in all of them. So like, I don't want to like open that with him because I don't want to subject myself to it. If we get swapped and he's on my tribe, I'm gonna be so pissed off. Like, I will flip on the fucking bets. I do not give a shit.
But it does suck. If Wrath didn't buy immunity, Wrath could be an option too. Ethan told me that he was going to float that idea, but then Wrath got immunity. By the way, all the tea just happened while I was working. Sorry, it's been a long day. So, turned out that Wrath wants to protect Nicole, so he threw Mason under the bus, and was pushing Mason's name, but then people were pushing back on Mason's name, and Mason found out about his name being out there, and I don't know. I don't know how it transpired, but it was told that Snowy, Nicole, and Wrath were all going for Mason, which I only heard that from Wrath, not Snowy, although maybe there could be some protection there, and Snowy said, I'd be down for it, but as far as I know, it's just Wrath stirring up trouble. And then he was talking to Ethan, and Ethan said that I guess it came up in conversation with Ethan that Mason knew his name was out there, and he was just like, I'll just throw Gary under the bus. I was like, what? It seems like he's a very messy player, from which I already kind of knew, but now I'm getting to experience it, which is good. Great to get somebody else targeted next round, easy round. It just sucks that Nicole might be going.
I come back from a walk, and all of a sudden I'm included in another alliance with 5 people. That being, Ryan again, Katie, Sarah, and Dirk, and me. And I'm like, oh my god, the only person I don't have an alliance with now at this point is Wrath and Nicole. I think that's literally everybody. I think that's everybody. Oh my god. Okay, thriving.
Alright, Sagevivor. It is another time for a car confessional. This time it's not because I'm driving my kids, because I'm a dumbass. And apparently I'm just off my game today because I missed a meeting with my students this morning, and then I forgot to get some supplies. I had to go out again, and now I ordered lunch to my house instead of the school. So I'm running home to get my lunch. So seemed like as good a time as any to give you a car confessional update. I don't know if my video update from the first day counted, but why not? Oh my god, my bangs are not banging today. Where to start? Okay, marooning. So first off, I fucking hate being on big tribes. I really do. My ADD kicks in. I forget who I have and haven't talked to. This is when the Apple shit happened, right? And he was like, oh, you didn't respond to me or something, and I didn't say thank you to something. I'm just always afraid people are gonna be petty. So, like, first off the bat, I was just trying to send voice notes to everyone and, like, be like, look, I'm so personable, ha ha ha, so cute. I won't even lie, though. I took about 5-6 messages for Sarah and I to be, yeah, ride or dies. As soon as I saw her name on that list, I was like, all right, bitch, we're playing together. Like, you don't know it yet, but we're playing together. Because I didn't really get to play much with her during Sage, my season. But, like, I low-key ended up adoring her. And I know she's, like, this villain, but, like, I love her. I love her for it.
So that's kind of how we've been playing it. Mason is somebody that I have played with before. I play well with Mason. And I was hoping when I saw him on the cast that we could fucking, like, talk. But I can't. He hasn't really been around either. He's another one that could have bought something. He is known to do this kind of shit. Like, I don't know if he would have bought everything or if he would have bought a couple of things. But he's another one. And he has won before. I want him here as a shield. But Dirk also won a game. But if I can keep them both in, that would be better, I think, for me. Because throwing winners under a bus is so easy. I've also been leveraging how I played the game last season with being so loyal. I will be loyal to Katie, but Katie's not my number one. She is on this tribe. But Becca is my number one. I have my ultimate goal in mind. But I do think Dirk is on my side. Whether he's aligned with other people or not. Whether Ryan and Gary are doing some bullshit sports shit or something. I don't fucking know. Dirk brought that up. And I was like, I don't think there's a fucking sports alliance. That would be so fucking stupid. Like, what kind of man bullshit is that? I really want to talk to Becca. I hope she's okay. At least she's not going to be going home first, and I don't think I'm going to be either. I will say, I think it'd be really fucking funny if we vote out Nicole, and maybe that sends a message, like Becca and Carter, and they do some magic, and then they send out that fucking child, and then, like, whoever goes next, or whatever, goes there, but, like, Nicole wins the fucking redemption or some shit, and then, like, she knocked out the kid herself.
Who would be next? All right, next would be Uli, U-L-Y. I really don't know how to pronounce that, and I honestly don't really care that much. Yeah, so I would put him as number 6. He's pretty nice. He's weird. I'm just gonna straight out say that. Nothing bad with being weird. Like, people are weird, it's how humans exist. But he's a little bit of a weirdo. He's a little strange. And I like it. I feel like I connect to him a little bit. We've talked a lot about, like, video games and that sort of thing. I feel like he's probably not connecting as well with the tribe. So maybe he's another person that, like, down the line I could, like, rope in to, like, really work with me. But yeah, I like Uli. Nothing else really there. He's pretty active, so that's another plus. All right. So that was 6 people. I'm 7, so there's 3 people left. Okay. I'm trying to do this without, like, any notes or anything like that. My cat's being a little loud right now. All right. So there is Erica, there is Sal, oh, and there's Dylan. Okay. I would probably rank Dylan 7th. Dylan's, I'm just gonna straight up say this, like, Dylan's, like, young, like, I think he's like 16. I personally, like, anyone, like, who's, like, below 18, or 18 or below, I usually don't like playing with an orgs, only because I'm like, I feel weird about it, and I'm only 22. Not, like, in, like a relationship or, like, a weird sort of way, but just, like, what can I relate to with? Like, even, like, with Melissa, and, like, we'll get into Sal, like, they're older, but, like, we're both adults, so, like, there's, like, adult things, like, we can talk about. Like, I'm not in fucking high school anymore. I don't want to talk to a high schooler, quite frankly. Dylan's very nice, I'll give him that. But, like, there's some things he's like, oh, like, I'm going to school today. I'm like, bruh, like, that was me, like, 6 years ago. But he's nice. I think he's going to struggle connecting with this tribe, and I honestly wouldn't be sad if he was the first boot.
I did mention to Ryan that I might be down to vote Mason before all that drama. It sucks. I'm very close Sarah. I'm very close to Katie, but I'm also very close to Ryan and very close to Ethan. Like, I love Ethan. He said I'm his number one. I don't know how many people he said that to, but I love everybody. Mason I've talked to probably the least, and then Snowy after that. I trust Snowy somewhat. Not somebody I want to work with long term. Gary, I don't. Oh, another thing to note. Gary and Ryan have pulled me into an alliance, which I have leaked to Sarah and Katie. Which I do feel pretty loyal to Ryan, but not as much to Gary, especially whereas I know he's not only a messy player, but like I screwed him over last game, kind of. I think it's water under the bridge, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know. In a swap situation, like, I'm not super attached to Gary. He's a cool dude, but yeah. So that's about it. Might be getting played by Sarah. Willing to fuck around and find out. Loving a good chunk of this tribe. This is a great tribe. Lots of chaos from Wrath. Don't think I'm going to be able to save Nicole here. And, yeah.
So, fun times. I'm probably going here unless there's a miracle because apparently I can't be friends with Rex. So, some people said for my activity, which is BS, I literally messaged everybody. I've been talking to everybody all day. I talked to them yesterday when I wasn't out at the Apple Fest and wasn't at the movies. And same with other people. They messaged me back when they could. There were times I messaged them, they didn't message me back. So, like, I don't know what they want from me. Like, I can't be on 24/7 and I can't be on your schedule. Nor apparently can you be on mine. But also, apparently, I'm hearing it's mainly because I'm friends with Wrath and they don't like him, which is not fair to me. Like, Wrath is his own person. Yes, I like him. Yes, we play together. Yes, I trust him. But what does Wrath have to do with my game? Like, I voted him out twice now. We've never been the closest allies ever when we played. I think actually pretty sure I'd have to check with Sage, but I'm pretty sure I cussed him out back in season 4. So we have not been like the best of friends always. So it's not like I can say, oh, I get it. We're known as like a solid duo. We really aren't. So I don't know how that got started, but it's super shady and there's nothing I can really do about it because he's immune. So I'm pretty much stuck. So I'm just leaving it up to everybody else. I tried, like I said, I have been literally talking all day when I can get a break. I don't know what they want from me. Like, I've literally been messaging the entire day from 8 a.m. on. But yeah, if they want to just rope me in with Wrath, and that's the reason for sending me home, like, there's nothing I can do, and it sucks. But nothing I can do, unfortunately. Yeah, wish it wasn't me most likely going here. But, I mean, like I said, what am I going to do? I'm trying to distance from Wrath, but nobody's budging. So, yeah. People suck. Let's just leave it at that. People suck, and they need to keep people's games to their own games and not try to group people up who literally have never been grouped up. We just played in the same season. I voted him out both times. Like, I'm closest probably to Gary or Dirt. So, yeah, not really fair.
And just like that, our first one out is a returnee, and it is Miss Nicole. Thank you so much for playing, Nicole, but she still has a chance to get in the game, so we're not saying goodbye yet. She is sent to Resurgence River, where she will have a chance to re-enter the game. I didn't explain the Resurgence River earlier, so I'll go ahead and explain it for you now, since Nicole is actively sitting there. Resurgence River is a twist this season, which is like Redemption Island in Survivor. If you've seen it, we're going to have people, as they're voted out, head to Resurgence River. As soon as they are 3 people in Resurgence River, we're having a duel. Only one person will stay alive, and the other 2 are unfortunately out of the game. The winner gets to gift a Sage coin to somebody that is still in the game. Now, the Sage coin is another twist this season that we've included, which is like the Fire token from Survivor Season 40. Essentially, it's going to be like a Survivor currency this season. Everybody started with 1 Sage coin. There is an open advantage menu right in Tribal. You have to go buy it in front of everybody if you want to use your Sage coins, but it's available to everybody. So anybody could get an idol. Anybody could have an extra vote. You never know. Things could be popping off with this Sage coin system. So Nicole gifted off her Sage coin to, of course, her partners still left in the game, and the game continues. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Sagevivor. Make sure to smash the like button for me to show your support for the series, and consider subscribing. It really does help us out a lot. I love you guys so much, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!